Hey guys, welcome back everyone. Dmitry Lipinskiy with the Roofing Rundown show coming to you every Friday. Today I have a very special guest here with me, Kyle Lux. Hey man, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So today guys, we're talking about most viral roofing campaigns of all times. Get a roof, get a gun, and get a roof, get a weed. What is all about? Why are you laughing, man? So Kyle here, you're in the military, right?
Correct.
So Kyle is in the military. We have little conversation all day today about guns, about weed, what's good, what's not good. But obviously I want to talk about marketing piece, but also about a roofing piece and about what it does for the industry, because you guys know me. I'm all about industry, what's good, what's bad, about the trends, and I'm very careful what I say. I don't want to sound too political, so don't sound too political, Kyle, on me too. I mean, I know guns, it's a very touchy subject lately, but let's start with the commercials themselves. You want to see it again?
Yeah, let's watch the first one.
All right. Which one do you want to watch? Get a roof.
Get a roof, get some weed.
All right, let's do that one. So let's watch that again, refresh our memory. So let's see, is it another? All right, here it is.
What's up, baby? Woo! Hello, Denver, Colorado. My name's Zach Blinkenstock, owner of Digital Roofing Innovations. I'm here with my good buddy here, Rex the Roofer. Now, Rex, we ain't here to talk about roofing today, are we?
No, we're not, Zach. We're here to talk about get a roof, get some weed.
Weed! We're talking about $500 worth of weed you're wanting to give away?
$500, Zach.
Now, Rex, kind of sounds like a gimmick to me.
Zach, there's no gimmick to our company, man. Masterpiece, we've spent 7 years building a flawless reputation. Not only that, but we're an A+ rated on the local Better.
Why are you laughing?
The flawless reputation.
What's wrong with it?
That means nobody has anything bad to say about you.
So, okay.
Business Bureau
And you read something? You read something about them? You know this company?
Well, we'll get to that.
and A-rated on Angie's list.
So, what are they going to get again?
$500 worth of
They have weed and hallelujah in the same sequence.
weed. Get a roof, get some weed, and let us turn your roof
into a masterpiece.
I mean, I give this guys, absolutely 5 stars, 10 out of 10 for creativity, for being different. I mean, that's good. That's what our industry needs. Would you agree?
Well, in being able to make a viral video where now there's a lot more people that know about his company that probably wouldn't even give him a chance. And so there is that factor to it.
I mean, this video and those commercials, I mean, they create a lot of emotions, I would say, funny emotions, which is, it's not a bad thing. Let's look at second one right away, and then we'll talk about the whole thing. Hold on. They have a lot of news mentions.
Mm-hmm.
I want to Google it.
Yeah, see if you can pull up the ridiculous one.
The original one. Actually, let's watch in the news one, because see, the news one, it actually gets in controversial part.
If you sign up for a new roof with Digital Roofing Innovations, you're going to get you a free AR-15 rifle after we complete the roof.
The internet is buzzing about a video ad created by a small roofing company in Decatur. So here's how this deal goes. If you pay to have your roof done, you can get a free assault rifle. CBS 42 News reporter Stefan Jingle joins us now from our newsroom. And Stefan, you spoke with the man behind that ad. What is he trying to accomplish here?
Well, it's actually 2 guys, and believe it or not, these are co-owners of Digital Roofing Innovations, and they'll tell you that's the point of their ad. Here in Alabama, where many people take pride in the right to bear arms, they knew they had to go over the top.
Of course, in Alabama, we don't need socks either.
Out of the back of his car, Zach Blinkenstock puts on his roofing gear as part of his small business he started a year ago. Along with his buddy Chris, who was looking for a boost in business on the 4th of July holiday.
Woo! America, baby!
We don't have a huge budget right now for marketing. So what can we do that's super cheap that might go viral, and this was it.
I'm not here to talk to you about roofing. Rifle. I'm here to talk to you about AR-15 rifles. If you sign up for a new roof with Digital Roofing Innovations, you're going to get you a free AR-15 rifle after we complete the roof.
So I went to Walmart, I found a women's size 11 for those shorts, and you know, they had some cool little props and stuff.
Believe it or not, buying a roof and getting a free gun is actually legal. In fact, when they give you a voucher after your roof is complete, you have to go through all the same background checks as if you were buying your own gun.
I posted this in extremely conservative Facebook groups, extremely liberal Facebook groups, because I knew it would invoke emotion.
Including flirty comments from women.
I'm single.
Contemplating what's the better incentive, the free gun or the roof repair by this former Navy veteran. But not everybody was too pleased with the viral ad.
People are very concerned with us promoting violence, drinking with firearms. To kind of clear that up, nobody was drinking while we're shooting guns.
And you get to choose on what you believe in. And, you know, if people don't like it, then we don't care. We're going to continue to do our business and take care of our customers.
Well, the viral ad has gone international. I'm told they received calls from someone in Australia, and back here at home, they landed 2 commercial roofing opportunities along with several residential inquiries, most of them regarding those guns. So they're going to be quite busy. Live in the newsroom tonight, Stefan Diggle, CBS 42 News, local coverage you can count on.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't even know where to start anymore because there's so many little issues that I personally have on the marketing side, and so many, you know, controversial things I can say. But what's your take? Like, you are salesperson for a roofing company. You're also in the military, so guns are, you know, subject of talk to you on a daily basis, probably. What's your take on it?
Well, there's been a huge debate on what AR stands for. It's not an assault rifle. I just want to get that out of the way.
Okay.
AR stands for Armalite Rifle, which is the person who designed it. So it's like a Colt, you know. Okay. That's
just popular gun.
Yep. So as far as the gun part goes, I mean that's great. As far as their marketing and they're getting jobs from it, you know, that's great for them too.
Okay.
As far as the kind of reputation that it leaves for, you know, good roofing companies who, you know, don't want to take as, you know, political of a stand, because they said they posted the video in extremely left-wing groups and extremely right-wing groups just to
test it,
just to get people talking about it. I mean, that's not something that I would be comfortable doing if I had my own roofing company. Just because it's especially with the way that, you know, the news is portraying all this gun violence and everything like that. You don't want people to kind of judge you before they know you, and so that's something that's, you know, basically saying, hey, you know, we are this type of person, and if they don't, you know, have those same views, they're going to kind of either shy away from that. They're not going to, you know, call you out for a roof inspection.
Well, you're getting political. In marketing, my answer to that would be you're exactly right. But in marketing, it's you never want to get political, because on an election year, if you're going to go, you know, let's say last year, if you go Trump or Hillary, no matter who you're voting for personally, but if you're making as a business public statements, you're going to lose automatically other half. So if your audience is 100,000, all of a sudden, you know, your audience cuts down to 50,000. So if you go with the rifles or weed, automatically you're gonna weed out all the people who don't agree with that, who don't like weed, who thinks it's a bad thing or not a righteous thing or whatever it is, or a drinking problem, or, you know, against guns. So why would you do it? Because, you know, it's political, it's controversial. Yes, it's good momentum, but my biggest problem, I guess, it stays there. Like the problem with viral videos, they don't go away. So even 5 years from now, people will associate associate with you and with that gun thing, and maybe like you don't know what you don't know. You don't know how many people you are losing by disturbing the pot like that. Like you like, okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there that I'm for it. It's like you're for it, but 30% of people against it, and those people will never call you because you're for it, maybe.
And that doesn't guarantee you the other 60%. I mean, you still
True.
have to sell them the product and the company and everything like that. So, yeah, they might see you as favorable, but in the end, they're going to do what's best for them and their family, what makes sense for their budgets.
So the biggest, the first problem is how political it is. While it's popular, while it's controversial, it's still very political. Would you agree?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
And you don't want to ever in marketing be too political. Like Gary Vee says, you don't want to go in, and say something about Jesus or something about Satan for that reason. I mean, you don't want to be political or too religious or, like your beliefs are your beliefs and you're entitled to them. There's nothing wrong to it. But at the same time, you want to be careful. You don't want to just, if you're not for me, like I've heard he said in a Fox interview, Zach says like, I don't care if people don't like it. Well, you should care. I mean, unless you're targeting people who only for guns and only, pro weed. I mean, that's the reality. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about a little bit some fun. So masterpiece roofing and painting. That was interesting. So the guy saying like we have flawless reputation, and you were laughing. So, and here's another bad side of viral videos. They will bite you in the back too. Mm-hmm. So they actually received quite a few negative reviews already on Google and also on BBB. So you want to read them?
Sure.
So this one here, which one would you just read?
I'm trying to. Is this the one?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing Rex is giving away weed with his roofs. You have to be high to deal with this guy. Most self-important joke I've ever talked to. Who introduces themselves as Rex the Roofer? Did he actually think I would know who he was? He wanted to commit obvious insurance fraud and to get me to buy a roof, and told me I was an idiot for not doing it, and wouldn't even give me a bid for paying myself.
So, and that's another big issue with the whole giveaway, and I guess that's my biggest problem. Like, what's happening to the industry is a trend. So, Kyle, you know me, you've run a lot of my leads. And have you ever run leads where people bought from us before they've seen us, like $99 inspection or $49 inspection? How those leads usually go?
A lot of people kind of want, peace of mind, and so they're willing to pay for a quality inspection. Now, that's not saying other roofing companies don't give quality inspections, but when someone's, paying for it, they want to, actually, they'll feel more comfortable than someone coming out for a free inspection and saying, oh, hey, your roof is, really bad, you need to give me $15,000. Now, if they're paying you for an inspection,
It is different.
Yep, they want you to inspect. They want you to find those faults in their roofing system and point those out to them. And if there are none, that's great. Then they have that peace of mind. If there are faults in their roof and you say, hey, it's going to cost $15,000 to fix this, to replace this, to fix the chimney flashing, things like that, already they're going to be more trusting of you because they are paying for that inspection. I mean,
exactly. But what's happening is there's companies like ours who sell appointments online. We will say, $99 roof tune-up or $129 roof inspection. And there's companies like Masterpiece Roofing or, what was the name of other company? Get a Roof, Get a Gun, campaign 1776, who gives away $500 of value, and the trend for me is it started with giving away deductibles, which is the biggest problem in entire insurance restoration industry, where so many guys are willing to give away $1,000 or $2,500 of value per job just to get a job. So now you have guys who are trying to sell on a viral video, hey, we'll give you $500, and we just called them. We just called Get a Roof, Get a Gun. Here the conversation.
You know, it depends on how big, you know, the squares are. And then, you know, we've had some that was like $5,000 roof, and, you know, we offered them, you know, the $500 gift cards.
Okay, so is it going towards like my deductible, or can I apply it towards my deductible?
Well, if you did not want the gift card, we would take the $500 off of your roof.
Okay. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Bye-bye.
And they actually admitted that it doesn't matter if the job size, if it's $5,000, $7,000, they're gonna give you $500, which is, for me, it didn't make no sense. It's almost like giving away deductible. Now we're seeing reviews on those companies, like this homeowner on Masterpiece Roofing and Painting. It comes from his mouth. He's saying, I told Rex straight out that I didn't have any hail damage from the hailstorm, blah, blah, blah. And he said that he wanted me to commit obvious insurance fraud to get them to buy my roof. So that's the problem with the giveaways, with the bribing your customers. I tell people all the time, it's not a marketing when you offer value to buy from you. What's the last time you've seen Apple offering you, coupon if you buy Apple Watch or computer or, iPhone, or Nike offer you money to buy their shoes? They build the brand when people want to buy from you. So when I go to these companies who offer, get a weed, or get a gun, they don't have spotless reputation per se, but they offer this trendy, discount. And actually, I don't know if I told you, Kyle, I met a guy who's behind Get a Roof, Get a Gun campaign at IRE, and I asked him how did he come up with the idea, and he said that he thought that customer acquisition cost was $750, and he said he still believes in it, and $500 to acquire a customer, it's good for them. And for me, it's like, where did you get that number? Does it cost $750 to acquire a customer?
I mean, what does it cost to get 500 door hangers?
I mean,
I don't think $750 is.
I mean, if it would cost us $750 to acquire a customer, or $500 for that matter, we would spend like $500,000 to $2 million on marketing every year. Like, it doesn't cost that much. Like, you guys need to know your numbers. So the second point is the whole trend of giving away deductibles, giving away value, and how legit it is. Because if you have insurance claim and you sign a contract by promising homeowners to any value, it doesn't matter if it's, I'll pay you for your yard sign, let me have yard sign, I'll give you $300. That's fraud too. Like Department of Labor of Minnesota will shut you down for that. I mean, it's a gray line. It's hard to pursue, but any value to the homeowner to work with their insurance claim, it's a fraud. Call it whatever you guys want to call it. We call it how it is. It's a fraud. Kyle, you work for me for over a year now. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen us offer any value to the homeowners to get to work with their insurance?
No, I've seen homeowners ask. I've seen homeowners. A lot of homeowners aren't educated as far as roofing and insurance processes. 'Cause most people don't file insurance claims, and so they don't know the process. Mm-hmm. And eating deductibles, that term, eating deductibles, has been around for years, and I mean, it used to be something that was widely accepted. And then
it's gone away.
Yeah, then it became illegal, and then the $10,000 fine started happening for what is it? Minnesota's $10,000 for each occurrence, So
and you get investigated and you get your license revoked, and it might be different in Texas in some places, but it's common. I mean, nobody gonna get away, I believe, in 5 years from now for bribing customers. And I mean, insurance closing their eyes sometimes too, but it's gonna go away. And you better, guys, start learning how to earn business the right way, build your value, build your reputation, so people want to do business with you without you offering something per se, of value to them. So yeah, that was like my biggest point. I have one more point I want to cover with you, but a second point, like I said, it's as a trend, what we guys in the industry, what we don't want to see, we don't want to everybody jump on this train and start offering some kind. I mean, they offer weed, they offer gun. Tomorrow, somebody gonna start offering drones to their customers, or like coolers, wherever you guys gonna offer. Like, it's gonna be trend. Like, for example, in retail, like if you go to Macy's or JCPenney or any big store, you see it's expected by a consumer to see discounts. Like, nobody wants to buy a pair of jeans if it doesn't have 20% off tag. But if you read the history, how we arrived there, it actually was really bad move 20, 30 years ago by companies like Sears and Macy's. So they start doing it, and nobody, I guess, was. Now everybody's addicted to it, but back in the day, nobody was alerting corporations not to do it, because once you change consumer behavior, you never can go back. And there's brands you never see sales from, and they're doing just fine. So sales from marketing perspective, like discount sales, they're very dangerous. Get a roof, get a gun. It's dangerous for the industry, because if it gets picked up and everybody is going to start doing it, the same thing what happened to deductibles will happen to us. We'll have to spend tons of energy to fight it and to educate homeowners. No, legally you cannot accept it, because think about if half of our competition now would be offering get a roof, get a gun. Now you have to go to the homeowner and he'll say, no, I expect $500 discount from you, because that's what your competitors do, just like eating deductibles. Now if I do 100 jobs and I give away 500, whatever it is, 500 gift cards, it's $50,000 a year that could be in my pocket, and now it's not. Think about it. Not good. So what's your take on it? Like, what do you think? Do you think like more companies can pick it up and run with it? If they believe in the message, if they believe it's something good, and why not? It worked for them, and
if it was, I'm not sure why they're targeting, like get a roof, get a gun, get a roof, get some weed.
Because it's viral.
Yeah.
Because of the topic. Yeah. They want to news mentions, and you've seen my company being in the news too. I mean, there's other way, guys. Like, you can get in the news by, I've been in the news. I've been on the front page of Boston Globe, and just being me, just doing nice, clean press releases. You don't need to do something like that to get in the news.
And I think there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to get their name out there, how to get, add their advertising, and so they're willing to kind of stoop to these levels to kind of get that influx in business. But I mean, especially with the get a roof, get a gun, I mean, they started that a year and a half ago, and if you look in the news and today and everything, how the next generation is becoming so anti-gun. And
I agree.
And when they are, these people are going to own houses. You can't stop them from buying houses. They're going to be owning houses.
Good point.
And when they want to do this, get a roof, get a gun, have one contractor doing that in each market, these kids are going to grow up and they're going to live in each of these markets, and they're absolutely going to not go with these companies just for that get a roof, get a gun fact.
I agree. It's definitely a big trend to go against it, but I would say this, for companies, if you build your brand on the back of that campaign, 5 years from now, it's going to be hard to get away and offer something different. You already offer it before. What are you going to, they're doing it now. Like, we just called them, so they keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. But it's addicting. Like, for me to give away $500 for every job, that's not good. Maybe they were thinking that it's less than deductible, we're going to do it. But for me, it's the same as paying off deductible. I mean, we just called them right now, right before we did, and they told me, yes, if you buy today, we're gonna give you $500. You know, I get all the legal stuff. You have to register your gun. That's not what we're talking about. We're not against it, but what I'm against it is the value to the homeowner, because I've heard from one of those guys that they're only giving away $500 for upgrades. I'm like, no, that's not how the conversation went. Like, she told us, like, if it's $7,000 claim, we're gonna give you $500. So, and I guess my third point and the last point of the entire thing is why I don't like it and why I vote against it. And I had to get, like, guys, you need to understand that I have to have opinion on this topic because of my audience and how many people ask me those questions daily. I'm kind of guy who have to go and have, being public figure, having a YouTube channel, I have to have opinion. I cannot say, I don't know, or like, and I slept on it well. Like, you know, it's been months of me thinking, researching, and talking. Now, my customers, my audience, asking me and sharing with me pitches from Get a Roof, Get a Gun. It's like they share me. It's like, hey, Dmitry, we get, you know, this company reached out to us and they offer us $20,000 to make viral video like that one, or $10,000. Well, for me, that's even more disturbing than entire campaign. Guys, it worked for you, great, but I don't see this as a, you know, one size fit at all. It worked for you, fine, go work on your reputation. Masterpiece Roofing and Painting, go fix your reviews. You don't have spotless reputation on BBB. You have more complaints than you have positive reviews. The same goes with your Google, like, you have to put your money where your mouth is. Exactly. If you advertise as a spotless company, go work on your reputation. It's good that you willing to be viral, but people will call you out. I will call you out. Any homeowner will call you out because it's internet. It's just a matter of clicks when we're gonna comment to see if you actually have good reputation. So the thing is, if it worked for you, fine. But when you guys go and start pitching other roofers, $10,000-$20,000 for one, even, you know, Zach and Fox interview, he said, we didn't know it's gonna go viral. Nobody knows when video gonna go viral. Today you're gonna go viral, tomorrow you're gonna get trashed. It's very slippery slope. Like, nobody's talking about fraud. Nobody's talking about like how you're taking your calls and how you're offering $500, you know, for insurance claim. All of that stuff is not okay. And not all publicity is also good publicity. So when you go and pitch somebody $20,000 to create a campaign for them, I mean, I don't see value in it, and I see it's very dangerous.
And that campaign, it's going to cost you $20,000 up front. And then every customer you get after that campaign is going to cost you another $500. So how much are you truly spending on that?
Or you have to pay them for lease. And that's what I'm trying to understand, how the whole thing works. But for me, as a marketing piece, I would say careful. So if you guys ask my opinion today where I'm standing, maybe I'll change it later. Maybe I'll be like pro guns, pro weed. I don't know. I mean, I'm not against guns. I have a gun. But maybe later I'll say I was wrong. I admit my wrongs. I recommend all the roofers do something like this. But for today, I would say, guys, be careful. If you want to jump on this train, work on your reputation. I would say what's more important about Masterpiece Roofing and Painting is their Google presence, is their BBB presence. That's what's more important. I don't offer guns, and I sell my appointments online. I mean, the way we do business, and you know it, like, we would sell our appointments for $129. Now I have, if a customer pay, like, every time you run my appointment, if they pay you $129, now you bring it to me, and I have $129 to acquire another client. So my customer acquisition cost, or click, or cost per click, per call, per engagement, if I know those numbers, let's say it cost me $50 per appointment. Now, if they actually bind, let's say I have 100 clicks per one appointment and for $50. Now, for every $50 you sell, you give it back to me, it's eternal. Like, it'll never end. We're gonna keep running and running because I'm gonna be using money you bring to me to run my appointments, to advertise, to give you more appointments. Free advertising, it works, guys. You don't have to pay people to call you. I mean, if you're good, you'll never have to do it, right, Kyle?
Just give them a bag of weed and
Well, you smile and laugh today like you did have some weed today, man.
No, I can't stop thinking of that Family Guy clip where Brian and Stewie sing that show tune.
6, 7, 8. A bag of weed, oh, everything is better with a bag of weed. It's the only help that you'll ever need, because everything is better with a bag of weed.
There you go, you're all getting it now.
Well, guys, that's all we have for you for today. Hope you enjoy our little show, second episode of Roofing Rundown. Today it was me and Kyle with you. Thanks, man.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And I will see you next Friday on the show.